Traders Cafe. Time now is 3 minutes past 11 and it's Monday the 23rd of May 2016. The screen you're looking at the moment is a 1 hour chart of the DAX German 30. Now if you were position trading here, you wouldn't be overly enamoured by the movements today, because at 8 o'clock this morning the DAX fell after hitting some resistance up here. It then fell. It then rallied again with this green candle all the way up to this point here to 9964 after first thing in the morning a low of 9809, and then it's dropped all the way again. So for me and the DAX Income Optimiser System, I've been able to make money both ways, in fact 3 times. So when it's dropped, when it's gone back up, and when it's dropped again. Okay, so absolutely perfect volatility to make money. So today has certainly been a majestic Monday rather than a manic Monday. For some it may be manic, but today it's a majestic Monday because of the volatility and the DAX doing what I suspect it would. If you do trade sprint markets, an opportunity to have taken a nice bet on the DAX not going any further than this level and betting on it falling below that. So this fall at the moment is all very, very good news for me, and I'll show you where I sold before. So it's just absolutely beautiful, these movements at the moment. Look at that. This is just on this hour and coming down to just test this level here at 9837. So this morning, let's just go and have a look at this on the, let's go to the 2 minute. Let's have a look at the 2 minute. I'll just show you what happened. So the DAX had found some resistance up here, which was at between 7:18 AM, 7:40. So the German market had already opened, and so there was already some movement. But what I knew was at that time in the morning, so I'm just going to show you, this alarm's going off at the moment because the DAX has just hit a key point for me, which was at 9831, just down here, and I have sold the DAX. I'll just show you where I did that. Okay, so that's here. So I've got a number of positions of shorting the DAX just on the recent move. So here's already a 100 pip movement from selling at 9944. So I'm just keeping an eye on that level because if it does start to recover, because I'm already 100, and so it's 105 pips just on this particular trade to the good. So so I just keep an eye on this. So go back to the 2 minute and you can see potentially the DAX could come down and test this level of 9795. Okay, so and that's that green line here, 9795, that I'm looking at. But also here you see that green line there, so that's where I'm looking for it to either break through that support level or use it as support and then start to move back up there. So I'm keeping an eye on that, and I've also got alarms in place, which I'm just going to put another one in there at 9857. So there we are, 9857. So that would tell me I need to just close that one down first. So I've got so many alarms on here, which are all telling me when certain movements have happened. So 9858 there, I just want that alarm to go off if the price does push back up further than that. But what I'm seeing at the moment is there's a possibility that this could come down to 9795, which is a nice target level for me. So if it does hit that level, then from the open of 9944, that would be another 150 pips this morning. So let's just go back to the DAX again. See, I've got the alarming already on there, so as soon as it does actually hit that, I'll be looking, because it's at a major support level there, I'll be looking to take some more profit. And as I say, I've got several trades. That's just one trade. I've got a number of trades open, which I'll be able to bank profit. But I've already taken advantage this morning of the move up and the early move down. So let's just go back to that. So this is at say between 7 and 8 o'clock, and what you can see is this resistance point here. So come at 9944, that's where the DAX was finding resistance. Okay, so there's absolutely no way in a million years that I would buy knowing that. Okay, there's just no way that I would be buying knowing that it's actually just come up, potentially hitting a brick wall here. So the possibility is of it selling, and guess what it does? 2 minutes time frame, crosses through my secret weapon there, which is the system, sells. We sell here as it crosses down, comes all the way down to this point here, okay, which is at 9809, and then it starts to recover all the way back up again. But I'm just going to show you. So at 8:20, this is where on the 1 hour time frame, so remember we go in to micro, so we go zoom into the 2 minutes, and then we zoom right out to the hour to see where it is. So you see that dotted line there, 9816, that's where it found some support, and that then started to go back up. It was also using this line as well. So you can see at the moment why this line is important to me as to when I take profit, because if it can't break through that and it does start to rally, then of course I want to take profit because it's finding support there. So I'll be banking money, and who knows, it might then go back up again, and I'll take the money as it crosses back up again, as it goes through my shorter time frames. Okay, so that was the 8 o'clock candle, 8 to 9 o'clock candle. It came down. You'd say that that was testing there, testing whether there was any support, and then it starts to go back up. So let's go back again to the 2 minute time frame and see what that looked like. So of course it comes up, crosses my secret weapon here, the system, all the way up from this point here, 9856, and guess what? It finds resistance again just at this 9972 level. Okay, so we're not going to be buying it here, we're going to be taking profit here and then waiting, and this is where I went in on the 1 minute time frame, for this to then start to, so I didn't sell it here, I just waited, let it meander for a while. There's no more buying, it ran out of strength, and then here I sold as it came all the way back down again. And guess what? It stays within my sell zone. It stays within my sell zone. So what is the sell zone? Well, the sell zone is the candles below my black line here. And I'm going to show you another one. Here is a flipper strategy that I use. So we got phase 1 here, phase 2, and then phase 1 again. So it continues to fall, and this is on just a 1 minute time frame. So we're zooming out to the wider time frame, and then we come back in on the shorter time frame. Okay, and we're looking at all the resistance and support lines to make sure we know when to stay in the trade and when to come out of the trade. So go back again this morning. This is just on a 1 minute time frame. The price finds resistance, it crosses down, so you could have sold here at 9931. It drops all the way down to 9810, which is a support level. It then crosses back up here at 9847, so you would have closed the trade down on the sell, and now you're buying the DAX as it comes all the way up. It tests this point again around this 9972, and then guess what? It then starts to sell off again here. So we've what have we got here? We've got sell zone to here, then we've got the buy zone from here up to here, finds resistance, and then we're back into the sell zone again. Absolutely beautiful for trading. Absolutely beautiful. A license to print money here. Absolute license to print money because of this nice volatility, rather than the price movement just meandering along. What it's done here is it's just sold off beautifully this morning, gone back up, tested resistance, come back, tested support again, and so I've traded this 3 different ways today. So I'm just going to show you. So the first one was selling at 9944. So here, as it crossed through at 9948, I sold at 9944, because it does sometimes move so quickly. You have to get in quickly. If you miss a few pips, don't worry about it, because you'll still catch the momentum. So I didn't quite get 9948, but I got 9944. That's just as good, because it's still over 100 pip movement for me. Okay, so that's one. Okay, here's 2. So the second one. So here I sold at 9905. So let's go and have a look at what that looks like. Okay, so the 9905, we're looking at the 1 minute chart at the moment. Where did I get in at 9905? 9905. So switching to the 5 minute time frame here. Okay, so what I was looking at is the price actually now crossing through into the sell zone on the 5 minute. Okay, because the momentum's strong, it's found resistance. This red line is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7. Can't push through. Gets pushed back down. The momentum's strong. I've already taken it down from that to the 1 minute time frame. I've taken it again on adding to the trade on the 5 minute. So I sold as it was crossing through here, had a little test to this level up here, and then it's continued its momentum down. So bearing in mind, when that movement happened, I didn't know anything of that was going to happen, but I trusted my system. The system tells me I've got to sell. It's now moving again into in that sell direction. So you've got to take the trade, take full advantage, trust the system. And again, so from that 9905 level, which is just here, it's dropped by another 50 pips on that particular trade. Okay, so another trade that I've done here as well as it crossed through was that it found resistance at this level here, the 9923. So the DAX is still in a downward trend. So I sold again, or using just a June contract for I think 9905 again, which I'll just show you. Yep, there we are. So this is the 9905.2. So that's another sale again, as the DAX has been falling. So you can see here it's still 9839 to the good. So again, I can close that particular trade once I'm in the position to just take that profit. Okay, so go back, 9905 again. So a medley of trades there, and these are the ones that I've just only sold. And I've taken the earlier trades this morning when the price crossed over at 750. So I'm just taking it both ways there. So it's just a majestic day for day trading, because the volatility means that the price just moves so quickly one way or the other, as it's done today, and we can just milk it for those profits. So at the moment, I'm still waiting to see whether the DAX, this is on the 1 minute time frame now, so I'm moving very, very quickly for you between the different time frames. So I'm talking to you live here, that on the 1 minute, it's still in the sell zone, and what I'm looking for is either a cross back up here where I will take profit, okay, So I'll be happy to take profit there because I'm well ahead. I don't know what will happen next. Or I will take it at this major support level here. There's two here. We've got one at 9795 and another one at 9761. So I'm looking at both of those for my targets. And the first trade I will take if it does hit this 9795 level, and then the second trade I'll take at 9761. Okay, and then the third trade, which is the contract that I've got at the moment, the June contract, I'll take here as well at 9761. But at no point here am I in any danger of losing any money. This is all about how much profit to take. There's no money that I'm giving back to the market at all in any way, shape or form. This is all about how much money I bank. Okay, there's no loss here at all. The loss would have happened only had, when I sold, so say on the first trade at 9944 up here, had the price suddenly crossed back over here, then I would have sold. Anything further than this level here, I would have closed the trade down. But instead, I took the trade, it's fallen nicely, and I've just milked it as it's just fallen all the way down. But I don't fall in love with any trade whatsoever. I know, like what's happened today, that at any point the DAX could just start to move back up again, and who knows, and in a short while it may be back up at 9950 or 9973 and just keep testing these levels. And so I'm following the system. I'll then just come out when I need to, and that will be if it crosses up over here or if it hits my target point. Now bear in mind that if it does actually hit my target point here of 9795, then I'm getting 150 pips to the good. If it doesn't, then I'm still made money from 9944, closed at 9856, so I am still about 85-90 pips to the good. So adding all that up with all the other wins this morning, and it's a very nice start to the week, and it's only coming up to 11:30 Monday. So I'm watching for this, and you'll see if this happens as I'm recording this now. I will shut the trade down, bank the money, and then I'll resume play again, make even more profits later. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on hold now. So it's at 11:24, and as soon as something happens, either I take profit here, or if it continues to sell off, I suspect that it will touch this and then potentially sell off again from there, as we have seen here. So let's just expand on that for you. There, so you can see my black line there. It comes all the way up, touches that, touches it again. Then we see a lovely sell-off here, which is a nice flipper. My flipper strategy within the Income Optimiser system, and then it may do that again here. So it's simple, really. The alarm bell goes off. I make a decision then. I've got another one here at 9831 and another one at 9797. So what this does is just demonstrates the control. You have to have total control. You know precisely what you're going to do when these alarm bells go off. Okay, they just mean how much money you're going to take when that bell goes off. Okay, so it's either going to be here and I'll take the money, or down here. Alright, so I'll put this on pause, and then once that happens I'll show you what happens next. Okay, so it's time's moved on a little bit more now, so it's 11:31, and you can see here again on the 1 minute time frame, you see how the price is come up and tested the line here. Okay, my secret weapon here. So I'm not concerned at all. So I'm still in the trade, and as a consequence of not concerning myself of getting out of the trade until it crossed through that particular line, I stay in, and it's just used that as a little bit of resistance there on this 1 minute time frame, and so I'm still in the trade. See this candle here, so as soon as it touched there, then you had that big candle. So I could have then sold the DAX if I wanted to at 9856, and it's already dropped by 10 pips. So that would have just, you could have just banked a quick 10 pips if you wanted to there. But I've already got enough trades open at the moment, so all I'm doing is just focusing on those and milking as much profit as I can on this phase of the DAX selling off within this sell zone from here all the way down. So it's just moving nicely at the moment. I'll just show you that 1 hour time frame again, the importance of that. So we can see a support level here, 9833, so it may come down again and test that, but I'm looking at the DAX coming down to this level, but I'm looking at it doing that, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't, because I'm still going to be taking profit even if the price just as long as it stays within this sell zone. As that black line moves down, then as soon as it crosses back over it, that's where I'm disciplined to take the profit. But if it stays below and it does actually come down and test this 9795, then I'll be taking it there. So that's where I'll be in for another 46 pips from the current price of 9841. Okay, so this is all about managing the trade now to maximize profits. So too many traders just take profits too quickly, only to see them continue to keep moving for them had they stayed in the trade. Okay, and that's the key, to always stay with the trade until it's run out of momentum. So it's just like that spinning top where eventually it'll run out of momentum and then there will be a reversal. And so just this morning we've had several reversals, which has been beautiful, because it's just given golden opportunities, like going down to the beach of opportunity with a metal detector, and there's just gold everywhere, and you just pick all the gold up, and that's what has been the case today. So just to reiterate, I'm looking at 9856, really 9858-ish, around that area to close the trade out. Now I know that's an 18 pip move from here to here. That doesn't concern me. You have to give the price wriggle room. You have to give it enough wriggle room to move around and understand where these key points are. But this is my secret weapon, my indicator here. So I'm just going to go and put this on hold. So you can see what happens next, whether I take it up here or whether it does actually come down and test this 9795 level. Who knows? It may just continue to keep finding support at this level here, which is 9831, which I'll show you on the 1 hour time frame where that is, 9831. So it's just this line here, okay, 9833. So that's where it's been finding its support, but in the momentum strong, it can burst through there and really give this 9795 a go, and that's why I give it every opportunity. I give every opportunity for that to happen. If it doesn't in this phase, that's why I discipline myself to just get out of the trade. And I'll get another opportunity. If it does start selling off again, it may, who knows, later today, maybe even later this morning. If it did rally up here, I'll take it as it goes back up. I'll take more profit as it crosses up here, and also if it does start to go down again, I'll take it as it comes back down to potentially test this 9795 area, and that's just the nature of the way that the markets move. The price action loves to test major support and resistance levels, and even interim ones, just to see whether there's any buyers or sellers. It's just like an elevator going up and down, where you have several floors, and you get some people get in on floor 3 and then they go up to floor 8, and then some get off at floor 8 and others get in on floor 8. But with buying and selling, it's all how many buyers are coming in and how many sellers are coming in. It's just, you know, the numbers really that just drives the price action. So if you've got more people getting out at floor 8 than there are getting on, the price is going to fall. If you've got more people getting in at floor 3 than are getting off, the price is going to rise. That's how simple it is. Whether you're buying stocks, whether you're trading forex, it doesn't matter. It's just the same analogy. With that, it's all about who's buying, who's selling, and when you just watch price action, it becomes very obvious. Eventually, you know that there's suddenly going to be a move happening, and then you just grab the coattails. It's usually institutional buying and selling that's happening. Sometimes you can have thin volumes where not much action, and when there is action, then you can just take full advantage of it. Say it's just like a little mini gold rush, to take advantage of it when that happens. Okay, so time's moved on and my alarm's gone off, which is at 9831, and you can see that the black line here has started to move. It did reach a flat line there for a little while, and now it's just started to move and shadow the price action. So it's now tested this key level here at 9831. So I'm just going to delete that because I know what that line is, and I'm looking again for this 9795 for it potentially to test, but it's still got a bit of a way to go at the moment, because if we look at the 5 minute, you can see where the DAX at 8:20 this morning came down as low as 9809, and then so it didn't quite touch the 9795 test, and that's when we saw that rally. Okay, came all the way up, found resistance up here, and then started to sell off again. So I'm conscious of that. It doesn't, you know, although we like it to test the support levels, major support levels straight away, sometimes they can muck around for a while before coming back, pulling back to here again. So to just reiterate now, where my black line was before, this is on this, so this is this 1 minute time frame, I can now move that 9858 down to here, which is 9849. So what that means is I'm locking in profit, so it's kind of like trailing stop here. So as the price moves down, my black line here keeps me in the trade, but it's locking in more and more profit. So I've locked in another 10 pips profit there. Rather than getting out of the trade too early, I'm just letting it do what it will do. Now you can see that candle there would bode well if it continued to keep falling and test this 9795 level. But to say, so 9849, soon I may even be able to move this down even further to lock in the profit. Target being 9797. Okay, so let's have a look at what that looks like profit wise just on one of the trades. Okay, so that was that first one where it was sold at 9944. Okay, so 9944, it's now 115 pips to the good. So just by staying in the trade, I've been able to manage it to squeeze more pippage out of this this current move. So back to this 1 minute candle, 1 minute time frame again. So I'm keeping an eye on the 9849 as well, and this 9795 level, but also I'm looking at this as well, where it previously hit a low there, 9809. So you know, I'm not. I have a target, and it's so important to have your target when you enter any trade, but I don't fall in love with the target either. So hey, you know, if it's if it looks like it's going to just come down here again but not quite make 9795, I'm not going to stay in and watch it go all the way back up like it did this morning. Okay, I'm just going to wait for another opportunity to sell again, as I said before. So here is about, again, this line. I'm bearing in mind I've locked in the 10 pips profit here. If it crosses over 9849 here, then I'll take the profit, but it may use that as a flipper and then just sell off from there. Flipper's my flipper strategy, so flipper, and there's a flipper there as well, selling off on a phase 2. Okay, having gone in on phase 1, another phase 2, and then phase 1 again. So I'll just put this on pause and we'll see what happens next. Okay, so it's now just coming up to 10 past 12, and you can see not much has happened other than it stayed within this sell zone here below my black line. But the good news is I continue to keep locking in profit there. So from 9849 now I'm looking at 9846. So if it does start to cross that back over here, then that's where I will be closing the trade. Okay, so what you can see here is just another test of our magic line here at 9846. It's used that as resistance and it's continued to fall now from that. So that's our magic line. And if it wasn't there, how would you know when you would close the trade? So it's touched the black line and it continues to fall off that. Okay, so now the time is 12:30, and what I need to do is putting a stop order and a limit order because I need to go out. I don't ever leave any trades open when I'm day trading if I need to go out. My parents are just about to go off on their travels, so they're leaving in about half an hour, so I need to go off and say goodbye. So what I'm going to do is just put a stop order and a limit order. I'll show you how that works before I shoot off. So firstly, for the stop order, if the price crosses back up above 9848, so we've got 9846 on here, the black line. So if it crosses up above 9848, then I close the trade and it will bank me profit. Set it that way now. Otherwise, I will take it here at 9795 and put in a limit order. So I'll just show you what that looks like on just one of the trades. Okay, so this is one of them where opened at 9944. The stop level would be 9848 and the limit level my limit level I would normally, if I was at the screen, would be 9795 because I can monitor it, but here I'm going to be going for just a little bit above that. Okay, so if it does hit 9795 on this particular trade, then great, but I'm going to be going for just here at 9809. So 9809, and that would still give me, if it hits 9809, that will give me 122 pips there. Not 122. I need to add up. There's 100 difference between 9944 and 9809, so 134 pips there. If it does stop me out, then I'll pick up from 9944 to 9848. That will be 96 pips. So I'll either get 96 pips or I'll get 134 pips there. Okay, so I'm just going to submit that now, and that's the safest way to play this. If I was at the screen, I can manage it, but I've got to go out, say goodbye to my parents. So I submit that now, and then I'm going to do the same on the other trades as well. So it doesn't really matter now because of the fact that I have I have already made a lot of profit today, all the ways up and down, and so you've got to you just got to be happy with that sometimes, and so I'll take the rest of the day off probably now, but that just goes to show how easy it is, and you can just manage it, so you've not got any risk left on the table. Okay, so I just can conclude this training video now, and look out for the next ones. Okay, take care all. Bye for now.